Real life talk. Good, guys. Happy Thursday. Welcome to Real Life Topics, late as always, but it's real life. So this is how it's gonna go. This is how it's gonna go with us every Thursday.
Don't say that. We may be on time sometimes because it's life, and sometimes we're on time and sometimes we're not. It's okay. This is real.
This is real life.
Real life topics, the things that happen in real life.
Period. Period. Welcome to Real Life Topics, y'all. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. We kind of on some open forum stuff today but also maybe talking about the vision and or genuine unity, because we definitely need some genuine unity nowadays. Women empowerment, it's a drought on that. And so we're just going to kind of just be open. I'm not sure if you guys actually even realize that 2025 has actually been a big year of being revealed. A lot of stuff has been going on in 2025, and everybody has literally been getting revealed. We've been figuring people out. I know y'all been noticing that the light bulb has been coming on for a lot of us in 2025. So, nevertheless, I just want to talk about the vision and how we got non-believers, believers. It's a lot going on, guys. Trying to wait on some guys to chime in. Most of y'all are probably asleep because you got to go to work in the morning. But we know someone is out there that is going to check out Real Life Topics. But hey, what's good? Nevertheless, we Real Life Topics attended this beautiful event this past Friday called Rise to Fly Gala. It's an outreach program. And Rise to Fly was very nice. It was popping.
We need to be like put in some of our pictures when we say that, like right there, playing it on.
Oh, right. We got the Rise to Fly pictures. But
hey, when y'all do the replay, y'all will see it'll be in there for y'all to see, how snazzy we was.
Right, we did like show up
off of Harlem Nights. We was good, y'all.
Yes, we showed up and showed out at Rise to Fly. We shut the building down. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful gala event, and we definitely Real Life Topics was in the building, and we definitely showed up and showed out. There was a lot of important people there. The mayor of Bolingbrook, the United States Representative Danny Davis, one of the most biggest biblical scholars, Miss Tracy Bram was there, and then of course the CEO, Pastor Zilza Trouter, the CEO of Rise to Fly, of course, was there, and it was a beautiful event. Pastor Trotter, he did that.
We need to shout out. Who else was there? Dexter from what's his
Dexter Dale. He's the number one producer, one of the number one producers from Starling Entertainment. And then also they had an R&B artist called Just Soul, and then Just Angel. And then he did a very good job as well.
Miss USA was there.
Mrs. USA was definitely in the building as well. Hey, First Lady Miss Spalding, how you doing this evening? Welcome to Real Life Topics. How are you? We were sitting here talking about the gala event that I think I did send you a invite. I'm not sure if you pay attention to your messengers. A lot of people don't pay attention to their messenger. But we were just talking about the Rise to Fly event with Pastor Zilza Trotter. It was one of the biggest, greatest galas thus far. And it was the first annual. Mm-hmm. So we definitely going to make sure everybody attends next year for the second annual Rise to Fly Gala, because it was definitely a beautiful event. Definitely. I hate you and the rep pastor missed that. So, but hey, Miss Spalding, we just talking about genuine unity. We want to talk about genuine unity. We haven't got there yet. We was just giving ourselves a recap on the beautiful event that we did attend this past Friday. It was beautiful. Shout out to Rise to Fly.
And we also going to talk about the vision. We're going to talk about crawling before you walk, and how some of the biggest people, before they were who they were, they had to come from the bottom. What they say, start from the bottom. Now we're here. We're trying to get here, and sometimes you have people who try to block your blessings. And at the end of the day, you have to believe in yourself when nobody else does. You know what I mean?
Yes, you do.
So
Yes, awesome.
You have to manifest that
Welcome
thing.
to Real Life Topics, Mr. Thompson.
Manifest that thing into existence. Keep your vision whole. Sometimes you have to keep it close and near and dear to your heart, because it'll be a lot of people who try to trample upon your vision. And just because somebody doesn't see things the way that you do doesn't mean it's not going to happen, because nobody is supposed to see your vision except for you. That's what makes it unique. That's what makes greatness. You know, people come from different spaces and different places. We are the innovators. You have to be innovative when you're coming up with your vision, and it's okay if you have people who don't support you. Sometimes you'll have people who don't even know you support you greater and see your vision greater than you, and that's a good thing. You have to be okay with the people who are around you not believing in you as you feel like they should. It's okay. You shouldn't down yourself or doubt yourself just because someone doesn't see your vision the way you see it. You know what I mean?
That is true. That is true.
The Jackson 5, before he became Michael Jackson, he was part of the Jackson 5. Remember, they talked about Joe Jackson and how, what you say, he had gave up the rent money to make sure they had to play the drums and do things of that nature. So it's okay. Sometimes you have to make sacrifices, and sometimes people may not understand that, but it is what it is.
Yes. Definitely, definitely. And you also can't let that bring you down when you do have those non-believers or those non-supporters. It definitely should be a motivation for you to want to do greater and want to, and don't even let it upset you, because sometimes it can mix up your spirit and your vibe as well. And it'll upset you and have you disbobulated and or discouraged. So my main issue with the non-believers and the non-supporters, actually look at that as a motivation.
Don't let doubt set in because somebody is doubting you. You have to always soar high. You know, the phoenix coming out of the ashes, it had to burn down. Sometimes you have to break a thing down before it's built back up in the way that it should. You know, and a lot of the times people, because they don't believe in themselves, they may not believe in you. Somebody may not see you the way that God sees you, and that's okay. You have to be okay with that, but you still know that you should always push forward regardless of, because there's a lot of people out here who have had visions that people didn't believe in, and they became game changers or world changers in that way because people didn't see them that way, but they saw the vision. God gives you your vision, not people.
That's right. That's right. Right. Just yes. So me and my husband was just talking about this. Yes.
Because it's a thing. You have people that hate on you because your light is too bright for them. Rise above. Yeah, rise above. You always have to. You have to rise above the haters. Okay.
Welcome to Real Life Topics, Mr. Bell.
I call it staying in a flow state.
Yes, rise above on what they think. Of course. Yes.
You have to tune out the world and tap into your God energy, your God-given talents. You know what I mean? And when you do that, can't nobody stop you. What they say, ain't no mountain high enough. Okay. When you got to tell that mountain gonna move, okay? And once you tell the mountain to move and all those, because see, the killer part about it is a lot of the people who doubt you and the naysayers, as soon as you come up, they want to be in your pocket and they want to say how much they believed in you, but they had nothing to do with your vision. They didn't want to invest in you or do anything. So the biggest thing you can do is invest in yourself.
That's right. You have to invest in yourself. Not sure what that is,
And
but
that's Spanish. Hola, ¿cómo está,
okay.
señorita?
Okay, right.
Hi, hola.
You will make somebody laugh, but it's all good, Mr. Bell.
I got you. Hola. Hola, señor.
Too funny. But yes. But yeah, the non-believers, y'all, I'm tripping on them, but you do have to believe in yourself. And as long as you believe in that number one person, and that's God, that's all that matters.
Yourself, God and yourself. Because God is within. Your temple is within. You got to build that thing up in the inside first. So that way you can shine. You're like, si habla español. Poquito.
Okay.
Poquito.
All right, Paquito. Okay. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
See.
Yes, we are game changers. Yes, we are. We are game changers.
Yeah,
we're
world changers.
Born to be game changers.
No, because what they say, it's not on you, it's in you. Nobody can take what God got for you, baby. As long as you know that, you continue to move forward. Just because it doesn't look a certain way, doesn't mean that's what it is. That's what it is. Okay?
Yes, yes. Welcome to Real Life Topics, Mr. Graham. Welcome to Real Life Topics, Miss Chocolate Drop.
Ooh, chocolate dropping on the drippy drop. Chocolate
good chocolate drop. We are spirit shifters. Yes, we are. We definitely spirit shifters. That's the point of Real Life Topics. We're trying to shift that spirit. We're trying to shift the thought process.
We do. We are. We ain't trying to do nothing.
Well, we're trying to shift some spirits. That's all I'm saying. We're just trying to shift that mind frame, that thought process, because we all just need to shift our thought process and shift the way. Because we had a spiritual warfare, if you guys didn't know. It's 2025. And I'm not sure if we all have realized that this is the year of spiritual warfare. The devil is working his number on everybody.
That's why you have to ask God to remove and reveal, okay? Because once that veil is lifted, can't nobody stop you. That means that spirit of discernment, when they come in and people try to come your way with their foolishness, you block them and bless them. Because the best thing you can do for somebody is kill them with kindness. And if you can't kill them with kindness, what you bet not do is stoop to their level. Do not stoop to the level of what I said. Do not, I call it being a butterfly. Don't ask me to be no caterpillar. I was already in the caterpillar stage, okay? I done went into my cocoon, I done blossomed into something great. Don't ask me to come down and be a caterpillar. Come up here and be a butterfly. Transform yourself, honey. We're going to call it the butterfly thing.
Yes, yes. Yes, he is. Yeah, that is true.
We're going to keep spreading love, as you have to. All we need is love. God is love. God is peace. And all things that are of a sound mind, okay? If you dealing with somebody and they ain't of sound mind, baby, it's okay. Don't try your best, because you know we're human. So you do your best not to retaliate or exuberate or match that energy like everybody else. I'm a match.
Right. The matching energy part is a lot of issues that we all have. We will match that energy. I just had someone try me the other day that I kind of almost fell into matching. And I was like, oh man, I done turned into this person just off the strength of matching the energy, because this person gave me that energy and I came right back with the same energy, which is two wrongs don't make no right type of energy.
You know how I feel, my genuine, my feeling. There is a time and a place for everything. So there are times to address things and there are times that you shouldn't. You know what I mean? Because people will try to push you to the limit, and sometimes you have to address that thing so that way it can leave you alone. You know what I mean? But do it in a way where you're not taking yourself outside of yourself. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And even, we're human, so sometimes you might, but bring that thing back, okay? Sometimes you got to repent and move on, too, because sometimes people need to be cussed out, because sometimes people won't leave you alone until you do. I'm just going to be honest. I'm serious.
Well, she the curse out type. I'm the kumbaya. We're both Aquariuses, team Aquarius all day long, but we operate a little bit differently. She's a little bit more firm with it. I'm a little bit more kumbaya, get people a pass, give me a hug. It's all love.
I'm gonna give you a pass, but I'm gonna tell you about yourself first.
It's all love.
That demon that's in you needs to be told about itself.
Mr. Bell says self-hatred has been taught to Black people for hundreds of years. It's engraved into the minds and hearts of many of us. But those of us that break free of it get ostracized and hated on. Ostracized and hated on. Facts.
But you need those people where they say that's the crab in the barrel mentality. You know what I mean? Sometimes the grass is green on the other side, especially when you're dealing with haters. Sometimes you need to step across the grass and get to where it's greener and not be where it's weeds, okay? Get away from the weeds, because the weeds will come up and choke the life out you, okay?
Okay. Suck all the energy. I call them blood suckers.
Energy vampires.
Energy vampires. I call them blood suckers.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Well, Lil Duval said, I'm living my best life.
Okay.
Ain't going back and forth with you. I'm living my best life. And I'm going to smile through it all. Like I said, we all have our times, okay? Life is not perfect. It ain't all peaches and cream. It ain't all smiles and giggles. You have times where you may feel down and out, but you have to go through and let it flow through. You do not stay in that state of being.
Especially when the haters are relatives and close friends, okay?
Yes.
Okay? Mm-hmm. And especially when you be thinking people your friends and they really ain't. They haters in the door. I'm like, dang, y'all can't dance. Wow. Oh, we can't dance. Okay, Mr. Bell. All right now.
You know we can't. Attention.
Right?
Okay. I see.
Yeah. He just want that little attention talking about y'all can't dance. Yeah, okay. But anyway, yeah, but back to that. Yes, it's just ridiculous. It's a spiritual warfare, and that's what when it comes to our children and ourselves as adults, it is so spiritually draining nowadays. It's ridiculous. And
Well,
we
we
need
talk about the children, but the children are the future. They learn from the people that they see. So if they are acting in a certain kind of way, it's because they're watching us.
yeah.
Okay.
Such as social media and your household. That's why when things go in turmoil, them kids go up to school acting a mess. They'll send somebody to your house. Let's see what's going on in the house, because they coming up here with this. Somebody teaching them this. Let's see what's going on.
Also, sometimes you don't see yourself. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have erratic behavior, and sometimes you have to be able to take. I'm not gonna say criticism, but what would it be? What's it called?
Taking accountability.
Not even accountability. I cannot think of the word for it, but it's not being criticized. But basically, when somebody's trying to tell you about yourself, but it's a good thing, it's not a bad thing. Sometimes it takes for other people to show you who you are, because you may have a certain behavior about yourself, and you're not aware. You're not
right. You're not realizing that you're actually doing this, or you're constantly right. You're constantly doing this. Was saying 1,000 Frenchmen can't be wrong. If everybody's saying the same stuff, or if you're going through the same situations with the same everywhere you go with different people, then you got to reevaluate yourself. Reevaluate yourself. Welcome to Real Life Topics, Mr. Goldsmith. Welcome. Thank you for joining Real Life Topics. We talking about open forum and how it's a spiritual warfare and how we just need to get it together. Okay, Mr. The vision. And also genuine unity. A lot of people be acting like they rocking, but you really ain't genuine with it.
Yeah, but let me tell you, what's done in the dark gonna come to the light. So especially when you have a good spirit, it's gonna be removed and revealed. And when it is, you just do it with grace. When people show you who they are, you take them at face value. Okay? Don't keep giving people the benefit of the doubt, because the benefit of the doubt had you killed someone. Just like I was telling my friend, it's that girl went to New Mexico or somewhere. People that she thought was her friend.
Shaquilla,
I can't think of her name, but she went down there with the people who she thought was her friends.
Shaquilla Robinson.
And it probably was a bunch of red flags, but because you give a person the benefit of the doubt, she left and never came back home.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
When people don't have your best interest at heart, you ain't gonna catch me around. I'm trying to tell you. It only take one good time. Once, I promise you, because it's things like that make you realize you can't trust people. Mm-hmm. People will hate you so much, and you don't even know it. You don't even have half the talent, half of the things that they got going on, but your light will keep a person hating you. And when you see that, you're going about your business. Stop trying to, like you say, kumbaya. I mean, you can have grace in the situation. You know what I mean? You can be cordial. But as far as me putting myself in the same room with you to let you mistreat me and let you spread rumors about me, I can't do that. Because like I said, you can hurt me. You can hurt me, and I don't want to be hurt back. I just can't.
And in my opinion, those people that do have hate or hatred or do that is battling the hatred within themselves. So then they kind of take it out on others and then begin to come up with any type of excuse to hate on others or anything. So the inside, that's why I always tell my son, it's all about your mind, body, and soul. You can have the mostest money in the world. You can be the biggest, successfulest person, Elon Musk, in the world. But is your mind, body, and soul here? What's in your mind? What's the jacket that you wear that you put on your back every day? What type of jacket are you carrying around every day?
I call it the God body. You have to be in alignment with yourself. Once you put that God body in check, your heart, your mind, your spirit, you know what I mean? Once that being is in check, then you go out into the world and spread it. If that's not in check, when you wake up in the morning, you need to probably stay in the house. You need to pray a little bit. You need to work on yourself. Because a lot of the times, we work on our physical being, but the things that are within, you ugly in the inside. You can be fine on the outside, baby. You're looking good, you're smelling good, but that person on the inside is a horrible person. It's horrible. Okay? And it's crazy because a lot of the times, people have been doing things for so long, they don't even notice that they're being seen.
No. Welcome to Real Life Topics, Reverend Lanford. Hey, I haven't heard from you. How's everything going down there in Minnesota? Haven't heard from you, Rev. Make sure you hit Real Life Topics up now. We're supposed to be on that radio station, Reverend.
Don't do them like that in public.
So many people are that way.
They
Yes,
are.
they are.
They are.
Wow, this is deep but true. Yes, it is. Very deep but true.
People manipulate for so long in their life that they don't even think that people see them coming. But a lot of people who are spiritually sound and have discernment can see you. They can smell you from around the corner. They can see you coming a mile away. I have conversations with my friend all the time. She'd be like, nah. I'll be like, okay. And 5 minutes later, exaggerating, she come back to me and be like, you know what, you was right. I'm like, I know. I told you. I seen it coming from a mile away. You can't fool me. Yeah. I've been through too much. Like, I asked God to give me the discernment that I have because I have been through so many things with giving people the benefit of the doubt. Because when you have a big heart, you want to be able to love and be who you are towards people. The one thing that I ask God to do is to give me the discernment. So that way, because I don't want to have to not be a loving, caring, kind person because I'm around you.
Right.
No. I'm gonna stay away from you so that way I can't continue to be the person that God has called me to be.
Right.
I'm not gonna change my heart and the way that I give and the way that I love because of you.
Yeah.
And then that kind of turns you conniving. I'm not doing it.
Matching the energy because you're basically just matching the energy when you're doing that.
Baby, you will not have the opportunity, the grace, my energy. I will not give it to you. I'll leave you alone first. I'll be watching you from a distance. Like I said, I can be cordial, but as far as you being in my energy realm, it's not gonna happen. I can feel it. It's not even. I can feel a person when they ain't right.
Yeah.
People smile all in your face. What they say all the time, they want to take your place.
Those backstabbers. Backstabbers. That's them backstabbers.
No.
That's them backstabbers. And they smile in your face.
All the time, they want to take your place. Listen, this is why, but this is why you have to see things and feel things before they come so that way you can avoid them. You know what I mean? And you don't want to find yourself in a position to where it's too late. You know what I mean? Because you thought it was okay. No. Baby.
Yeah, and most of us do that. Some stuff got to hit the fan for your light bulb to come on.
But then it could be life changing.
Yeah.
No, baby, I don't work too hard to get where I'm at today to let some foolishness come in my life.
Bye, Felicia, as the people say.
Felipe,
yeah. Bye, Felipe, Mr. Bell.
Sound like some hateration in this dancery. No hateration. What she say? What Mary J. Blige say? You sound like a hater.
Okay.
Bell.
All right, Mr. Bell. Illinois Bells. Y'all remember that phone company called Illinois Bell?
You got to keep it real, y'all. Keep it real. Keep your spirit strong.
Yeah. We really do. We really do.
Fear. Let me tell you something. When you study people, and just all you gotta do is sit back and observe. What's done in the dark will come like people will eventually show you who they are.
Show you that they really ain't down for the count. They really ain't down for you.
That's why you gotta keep that grass cut low, baby, so you can watch out for them snakes.
Yep. Watch out for them snakes, because they coming, baby. They through that grass, they'll bite you.
Wolves in sheep's clothing.
If you let that snake, what they're saying, they say, when go pick that up right there, then it be sitting right there. If it was a snake, it would have bit you.
So they did.
It would have bit you.
It was an analogy. I can't think of the story verbatim, but the moral of the story was a lady housed the snake, and then the snake wind up eating her or attacking her. And the moral of the story was, well, when you picked me up and nurtured me back to health, you knew I was a snake. So why did you think I was going to do anything else outside of my nature? Person gonna show you who they is, you take them for who they are. And that's it, that's all. Point blank, period. We don't have time for the foolishness.
Oh. Dang, we said all at the same time, like we straight up twins. Welcome to Real Life Topics, Mr. Blunt. Welcome to Real Life Topics. But yes, I'm talking about these snakes out here, this spiritual warfare. It's just getting ridiculous, guys. It's getting ridiculous, and we need to pump it on up, bring it back.
everything.
What we talking about, ladies? We talking about everything, just the vision, just having genuine unity, talking about the believers, the non-believers, the haters. How we surrounding ourselves around a lot of haters. People be hating and we don't even be knowing.
Well, listen, stuff happen. It be right in front of your face, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, you can think something about somebody, right? Something will happen, and then that, like I said, that benefit of the doubt will have you stuck in a world of trouble instead of you seeing things for what they are and maneuvering in a way, because a lot of the times things are revealed to you before something bad happens.
That is true. And you already had that red flag anyway. And then they'll put a stamp on it and you kind of already knew it anyway. You know, and it seems to happen like that for majority, 80% of us. We already kind of be knowing it's something. And then that person has to boom, hit the fan, and it got to show you, and then hopefully it doesn't become detrimental, but majority of the time it does.
Because you had the red flag and it was God's way of warning you. It's always warning before destruction.
It's a warning before destruction.
Before the weather changed and that storm hit, you can smell it in the air. You can see the clouds changing. There is always a warning. There are always signs that come, okay, before destruction happens. Baby, and me, I'm like a smooth criminal, baby. I'm gonna roll right up at that thing.
Okay.
I'll be gone. I'm gone.
I give people the benefit of the doubt. I give you a couple chances, maybe one, twice, or the third time. 3 strikes out.
No, I ain't no 3 strikes. Then she get hit upside her head, and then she be like, "Carmine, shout!" And I'll be like, "Yeah, I told you."
I give you 3 chances now. 3 strikes. Yeah.
What they say? Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, there will not be a third time. Ain't no 3. Baby. Okay. You got one good time. once, honey. And like I said, nobody's perfect. So I may, see where you at, but if you still showing signs, baby, I'm telling you, I can't play with my life. I love my life. I have children. I have too much to lose and a lot to gain as well. And I don't need nobody taking that from me.
Right. Or even people, period, just wasting time and wasting. That's a lot of that's what we're doing nowadays as well too. We're wasting a lot of time. We're being bothered with certain things and certain people that we shouldn't be being bothered with. It's a lot of in vain being done nowadays as well. Welcome to Real Life Topics, Mr. Weeks. How you doing?
Listen, but people, you would deal with something all because you feel like it's beneficial to you, but in the end of the day, people be poking holes in your boat and you wonder why you sank in the end. And they sitting up there watching, laughing with their life jacket on because they already knew they was trying to make you come to your own demise. We ain't self-sabotaging. I'm not gonna do it. I'm sorry. I can't let you poke no holes up in my boat, baby.
Yeah, y'all up in here wasting time and being in vain with it too. We need to stop wasting time and start having some type of purpose when we dealing with one another.
But a lot of the times it's due to comfortability. Because you're comfortable in a situation and you don't want to deal with what comes with the change, because when you change, it's hard sometimes. You know what I mean? You don't want to. It's unknown. You don't know what's going to happen. So at the end of the day, you'll deal with a situation all because it's comfortable for you the whole time. All you gotta do is take 2 steps, and you don't even know it's 10 of them waiting for you. It's something bigger and greater waiting for you. But because you get comfortable in that state, you holding yourself back.
Yeah.
Baby, I take all kinds of leaps of faith. It's faith over fear for me.
Yeah.
You say what? If I know, because at the end of the day, it's all unknown. So if I figure it's a better situation out there for me, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get there because I refuse to be miserable because I'm comfortable.
And that's what most of us do, be sitting being miserable just because you're comfortable and you wasting a lot of time. Welcome to Real Life Topics, Miss CNC Aquarius gang.
You can't get time back. Time waits for no one.
Yes.
Time waits for
we wasted a lot of time.
And I think we all have had that happen in our life at some point in time. Where you sat and waited on something and didn't want to move, or, you know what I mean? Like, that's just like getting out the bed in the morning. Because it's uncomfortable, it's cold when you get out the bed.
Okay, then you hit that alarm clock and roll over right quick. Let me get 2 more minutes. And
now you're late for work.
And now you're late. Just like Real Life Topics is. We always late for something.
We didn't hit the alarm clock. This is just our nature. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
Right. Okay. I'm finna pass out. Nevertheless,
He just wants some attention too, but we're gonna give it to him.
No, we're not. And it's the Sunflower Soul, sir.
It's okay. He knows what it is.
It's the sun. Just in case you didn't know, we know somebody else that be doing that too, getting people name wrong. So let me correct you. The Sunflower Soul is the name, sir.
Thee.
Thee. Sunflower Soul. Thank you.
That's okay though. You know, another hater. We just speaking about people like you. Thank you for the example.
This dude is hilarious. Just like when she on top talking about her knees hurt 3 more minutes.
I don't understand why people get on our podcast and they try to make things about themselves.
He said what he said.
Girl, why would you give him any attention? So the killer part about it is if I say what I got to say,
right,
we gonna like it.
Right, they show
Have a
like,
whole podcast.
so this is a book. We're gonna turn the page. This is a book. We gonna turn the page, okay?
Yeah, LOL. Yes, sir.
We gonna turn the page on that one. Now back to the vision.
But see, that's what they're doing right now. See how we were speaking upon something positive, and then we have the haters come amongst our midst. Every time they come in here, they tag somebody else, and then they get on our podcast and try to cut up because they have nothing else to do. We need to get you a life or two.
Welcome to Real Life Topics, Miss Jackson. I miss you. I was finished.
Listen, on my way here, I need to call you.
When you posted your daughter this morning, girl, I swear I was finna get in your inbox. I swear to God, I'm like, I'm finna see how she doing. I miss her.
Miss Jackson.
What's good, Miss Jackson?
Please bring some enlightenment and some intelligence on this podcast because we have people who want to cut up because they have nothing else to do with their time.
Back to the vision, guys, and having genuine unity.
That's why we don't have no unity now because people do stuff like this.
Well, it's 2025, and this is the year of being revealed. And I'm gonna put a stamp on that.
How about removed and revealed? All right. Yeah.
Revealing. This is the year of revealing, guys, and we gotta be able to figure this stuff out.
This the year of the idiot, apparently.
Chocolate Drop had put mentioned that. She said it's idiot season. This straight idiot season. I said, now that's a good one. That's a good one because everybody tweaking. Everybody tweaking bad. They got the game twisted. They operate. I don't know if people are slow nowadays or
no. It's not that they're slow. People have been operating in their manipulation for so long that they think can't nobody see through it.
Right, and they might not even see through it. Personally,
that's what I said. They've been doing it for so long.
You're not even realizing that you're full of crap. Mm-hmm. You're not even realizing that you're full of crap because you've been doing it for so long, and it's watered down now. It's watered down, and we just need to bump that.
But that's how you know they haven't grown because they've been doing the same thing for so long that it has not been elevated. You know what I'm saying? They're not being elevated. So everybody else looking like, what is this? Because we have grown, we're steady moving forward, and they still doing the same thing they were doing 10 years ago.
Or running that same P, or running that same game, or running them same ways of operation that is so old and watered down, it's ridiculous. Reveal the truth about them, then remove their asses. Yes, that is true.
Like an ingrown hair.
That's right. Because we're on our way to the ending of the days. It's like we don't have much time left. And I feel like a lot of people are wasting a lot of time.
Well, you know what? I think
we are wasting a lot of time.
I believe when we say that, I think every generation.
Yeah.
So it's a generational thing.
Right.
We come to a peak or a precipice in our lives, right? Either you're going to grow, what they say is you're going to get on the train and get rolled over. Every generation, we all in our prime at a certain place in our lives. So either you're going to grow and be with everybody else and move forward, or you're not. You're going to fall off like, I can't say what I want to say, but yeah, it's a generational thing because the next generation is going to have this same conversation. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's up to us to either change, be change makers, have some kind of positive impact or be destroyed. Because there's a lot of people over these last 10 years are not here no more. They have perished. They were parasitic, and they had to get the hell up out of here. Period. Whatever God seen fit for it to be. So be grateful and thankful that you're still here. That means you still have a purpose, and use your time wisely.
Use your time wisely. You gotta have a purpose. People wasting time. People wasting time. People sitting around being miserable. People complaining, hating. It's the number one thing. Is the unity is drought. The unity is just droughting. The unity out here is just ridiculous, and there is no one is sincere. The sincereness of people, and everybody looking to come up and not help one another. Non-supporters. Everybody want to come up and be on top.
But we have to remember, before there was dollars, there was a barter system, which means you took what you had and helped somebody else, and so on and so forth. And nigga, if you grew corn and I had some oil, I traded you the oil for the corn, and we called it even.
No, but you can't even. You ain't trade no more. I want all the corn, and I don't want you to have no corn either. I want you to have no corn.
I almost said,
girl, I don't want you to have no corn either. I don't want you to have no corn either. That's all I'm saying.
Lord help me.
I want you to have no corn. Everybody just, it's ridiculous.
It's greed. It's what they say, the 7 deadly sins. That's what you need to talk about. Greed, lust, and I don't know the foolishness. I don't know the rest of the foolishness, but y'all know. It's the 7 deadly sins, baby. We operating in them all.
Right.
Jealousy, pride, and just some more. I'm looking them up. Next time we're going to talk about the 7 deadly sins and how we are living in what they say Sodom and Gomorrah.
Preach.
We're living.
Preach. That's what we got to do. We got a lot of pastors and reverends and first ladies on real life topics as well. That's them 7 deadly sins we going to have to talk about.
But baby, let's talk about how the church ain't churching and how a lot of these pastors and preachers, baby, they're being revealed as well.
Man, the truth shall set you free. Okay, it's ridiculous. It's a spiritual warfare in general, even with the church, even with the homes, even with the children. It's like no other. The surroundings is, and there's about to be a lot of changes. I mean, I hate to bring up politics, but people need to start paying attention to that and taking that seriously. Is what I'm gonna say, because a lot of people don't. They just, it's going over their head, but it's about to be a lot of changes. It's definitely about to be a lot of changes.
Man, what we fail to realize is we are vibratory creatures. We vibrate. So we're constantly pouring into the negativity. The world is going to shift into a negative place. Once we start breathing and growing and planting love and peace and justice and things of that nature, these are the things that we'll start to experience in our everyday life. But because you have so many people who have been taught, okay, it's been instilled in us to be a certain kind of way, and we don't know how to operate outside of that. Man over matter.
It's a part of the program. That's just like when we had that one segment about being programmed. We've been programmed into a lot of things, and a lot of this stuff that we have been programmed into is no good.
It's no good.
It's no good being programmed into it. We just so used to it, we not even realizing that it's a no good move to make. The thought process, all of our thought processes are off too.
For some people, just delusional, because a lot of people believe they lie. They believe the stuff that they tell themselves. Okay, they believe the foolishness. It's like you rather live in your delusion than live in the truth because it's comfortable. That's the comfortability. It's a comfortable place to live in your delusion. So let me lie. Let me be deceitful. Let me manipulate and think I'm getting over the whole time. You getting over nobody but yourself. You're going to look up and you're going to be by yourself. You're going to be miserable, and your life ain't going to be went nowhere.
Yeah.
And your kids going to grow up in the same thing too, period. Because they're your seed. You planted them. So at the end of the day, whatever you showing them kids, they're going to turn out to be the same way. Yeah. A lot of people live in a lie. And then they wonder why their kids come out a certain kind of way. Baby, that's how you was living, regardless of what you're trying to tell yourself.
Yeah. And then, once again, taking accountability. A lot of us, like you said, it starts from home. It starts from what they're seeing. What you see is what you get. And a lot of parents or people just don't take accountability for the bad actions that has been occurring with your children or just in your circle as well. A lot of people don't want to admit that they are a part of the problem. You have to admit that. You have to take accountability and realize that, hey, you could be a part of the problem. When we're dealing with our children. You gotta be able to take accountability and say that you're a part of the problem.
But that's where your belief and your tenacity and your hard work and all those things come into play. That's where we going back to the vision and believing in yourself. Okay? If you believe in yourself and you set forth and plant those seeds, like we was talking about sowing, reaping what you sow, if you set those good seeds of faith, so you'll be able to reap your harvest, your children will do the same.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They'll have your work ethic. You know what I'm saying? They'll have your way of thinking. Because what they say, train a child up in the way that they should go and they'll never depart from it. Though they may veer off the path, they're going to always go revert back to their training, which is the original program, the factory setting.
Exactly. That is true. Welcome to Real Life Topics, Miss Carmelita, Miss Nichols. How you doing, girl? We were just talking about the Rise to Fly event that we had attended. You were there too. It was a beautiful event. You were beautiful. We all were beautiful. We were just talking about that event. That was the first annual one. Take accountability and stop blaming everyone else.
We talk about that all the time.
We talk about that all the time. I actually was in a mentorship program that talked about taking accountability, not blaming one another, minimizing and justifying. A lot of people like to justify and minimize as well.
And we have a lot of adults who are still childlike in the mind. That's a thing too. Just because age don't mean you mature.
Age ain't nothing but a number. I hate to bring up the R. Kelly and Leah part.
No, but
age ain't nothing but a number.
There's people out here who are very much so grown children.
Yeah, mentally. You know, because sometimes you be mentally still 19 or 20. You know what I'm saying? And don't let you been and went to jail. You basically, your mind is basically whatever age you went to jail in, and then you got out, your mind, your age is still there mentally.
Yeah, you got to play catch up.
You got to play catch up.
Now, some do come out and adjust. You have the wiser people that probably actually did the work while they were in there. But you have some who came out and life still is what it was when they left.
Mm-hmm.
That's why a lot of people don't be reformed and they go back to jail because they feel better in there. They come out and they feel displaced here.
Right. They be institutionalized is what they call it. Mm-hmm. And they be institutionalized and still be remaining the same. End up back in there because I know somebody that go back and forth, did 20 years, go back for 5, go back for 6. That's just ridiculous. I know people kissing 60. And
still think they teenagers. This is a fact.
Still think they a kid. It's just like them older men that want to sleep with the little kids and stuff. Ain't got no boundaries or nothing. You want you a little young tenderoni.
And that's only for
that's because your mind, your mind, obviously, in my opinion, is immature to even want to rock with someone 25, 30 years younger than you. You know,
it's the mind. It's the mind. It's a control thing for some people because you can a person adult your age is not going to deal with your foolishness. You can get a young girl a controller and make her do the things that you want to do because she doesn't know any better.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's a lot of dynamics. It's a lot of things that come with that.
Right. Well, why you would want something young or something, but it is perverted to me. But that's another segment for another time as well. But yes, back to the vision. Back to the vision and genuine unity. Repeat offenders, they are used to the jail life, so they do things to go back. Uh-huh. That is true. It appears like they sometimes purposely do this.
No, I know. It's not. That's what they do. They're not going to tell you that because that's embarrassing to say. You know what? I'd rather be in jail than to be out here in the world with everybody else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is true. But yeah, so back to the genuine unity thing and the vision. Real Life Topics has a vision. Of course, we know that a lot of people look at us and be like, oh man, they need to upgrade on their podcast and they need to do this and do that. And you're right. Real Life Topics is on their way up to the top to be a little bit more professionalism, but we also branching off real.
Yeah, but you have to crawl before you walk.
And we so original. When people hear podcasts, they be thinking the microphones and everything like that. But guess what? This real life, we using our cell phones because we have something that we want to talk about. And we didn't have to keep up with the Joneses. Mm-hmm. Because see, the Joneses got the podcast with the microphone. And we're going to get them. We got them. But we ain't have to keep up with the Joneses to go live because everybody else that has a podcast, this is what they do.
Yeah, but we're drawing an audience that is more like us. Everybody has a target audience. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, we're doing what we need to do. A lot of people who have podcasts out here not even being real with themselves. They're not even the person that they show themselves to be.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. They present themselves. They got their good equipment and they good microphones and everything like that. And ain't nothing real about that.
Like this way. I know a lot of people, baby, especially, I'm a YouTube watcher. I know a lot of people started off raggedy, okay? Raggedy, and then bad. You can't tell them nothing right now because God ain't gonna bless no mess. But this ain't no mess, so God is gonna bless us. But we highly favored, and watch us in the years to come. We're gonna be looking at back. Oh, remember them? Yeah. So stick with us.
Yes.
Stick with us.
Have faith, because Real Life Topics is works off faith.
Yeah, but a lot of people will hinder themselves because you don't want to start things until you have it perfect. Nothing is perfect.
Right, until you keeping up with the Joneses, in my opinion, because everybody else, this how they operate, so you won't operate like that, or you feel like you can't jump out on faith, because we jumped out on this. It was a 2-3 years we've been talking about doing this podcast, and we was like, but we ain't got what everybody else got going. And God told us, you don't need it. You trying to make a change. Y'all trying to make a change. Y'all trying to talk about like the dynamics of life and of importance. And so we this is different as well, because most podcasts we're gonna have plenty of interviews. We got a lot of interviews coming up and book, but most podcasts work off the company that they keep on there. Real Life Topics, no, we want to talk to the crowd and we want to get to the bottom, help one another think, because all of us is not thinking nowadays. Everybody just operating off how they operate and not mentally, it's just mentally unstable.
And then we do ask that if you all have any topics, you all always inbox us, and we'll find if I'm not going to say if it's necessary, but we'll find a way to put those topics in the things that we talk about, because we want to hear from you all too. This is a very interactive podcast, and we do have more to come. There are interviews. This year is only the third month of the year, and it's been so many things going on. We're only in March. It's been very busy. You know what I mean? And we're coming to springtime where everything is growing and renewing themselves, and we're in that same process.
Which is the original first of the year, if you didn't know, because the first of the year is not January 1st, guys.
Yeah, that's when everything
is. And that's where Real Life Topics come in, make you aware. This is a part of why Real Life Topics is here for you guys, because a lot of people think January 1st is the new year. The new year is really the spring, when everything blossoms and grows up, if you didn't know. And then they didn't turn it into April 1st, April Fool's Day, because they fooling y'all with that one. I'm just something to think about. I'm just speaking facts. It's just something for you to think about. That's all I'm saying.
That's what my guy, Dan Calloway, he said, we just here to make you think. We're always here for food for thought.
Food for thought.
We want to plant seeds. We want to watch them grow. Like I said, we have so many more things to come. This is year 2025, baby. And by 2026, you'll see the growth. We have a lot of things in store for you all. We have a few events that we're going to have planned out for you all to be able to interact and come to with us and things of that nature. So
networking events, all type of events. I know one big event that is coming up is that's recent is the Family and Friends Juneteenth celebration. Real Life Topics host throws an annual Juneteenth Family and Friends celebration every year. This is about my 4th year.
This Saturday too, we have something coming.
Right, and this Saturday, the Gatekeepers. We do have an event March 22nd, Saturday in New Haven, Indiana. It's going to be so much great talent in the building. It's going to be so epic. You guys don't want to miss that. You should get a ticket. The ticket is not that much. I think it's like $10 or $15 in New Haven if you're in the Indiana area, New Haven, Indiana. The Gatekeepers Takeover Showcase is definitely going to be one of the biggest and a big epic. Great performance. I'm talking about there's so many talents that's going to be in the building. Real Life Topics going to be in the building as well. And that's going to be actually one of our starts of our interviews. We're going to be interviewing a lot of people down there, a lot of great talent, women and men, rappers, all type of stuff. So if you guys happen to be in the New Haven, Indiana area, check out the Gatekeepers Takeover. It is going to be epic. March 22nd at 8 p.m.
Check us out, baby.
Yes. Real Life Topics is going to be in the building. Chicago's Bad Podcast is going to be in the building. And like I said, so many other great talents. So many other great talents. So, yes, New Haven, Indiana, the Gatekeepers Takeover.
Remember, y'all, kill with kindness.
Kill with kindness.
Be humble.
Yes.
be humble always. Try to remain as humble as possible. And you know what I think a challenge for this year. And I know it's hard. It's easier said than done because a lot of us do not have conflict resolution skills, right? Try to resolve, if possible, because certain things can be resolved, certain things that it can. But if it can, try your best to resolve conflict with someone that you may have had conflict before in your life, and y'all just fell off or just stopped talking because of something small.
Yes. Yes. Mr. Success Media will be in the building as well at the Gatekeepers Takeover.
I wish I had the horn.
Right. Put the little horn for Mr. Success. If anybody do need some type of media, Mr. Success Media
does it all.
You need a cameraman for your next event. You need some visuals done. Anything. Mr. Success Media, hit him up. Please do. He will also be in the building at the Gatekeepers Takeover in New Haven, Indiana. He does audio and everything. Audio, visuals. If you got a party, that a DJ. Anyway, right. Go ahead. That's right, Mystic Success Media. Yes. Just hit him up if you need it, because he's definitely one of the #1 media mans in the city of Chicago.
One of the best producers.
Media, all that.
Audio, visual, you name it, he know it, okay?
Yes. A DJ, you got that party coming up, you need a DJ? Hit up Mr. Success Media.
We're all a part of the Future Billionaires Club, okay?
Yes. The Future Billionaire Club is on its way, and we also gonna be having a gala too. We'll tell you guys about that. It'll be 1 year from now. But we also gonna have the Future Billionaire Club Gala.
Divas and gentlemen,
baby. And it's gonna be popping.
All inclusive, men and women.
It's gonna be popping.
We trying to start the men and women revolution, the togetherness of us.
The togetherness. Because we are what? Better together. I hope y'all know that. We are better together. Period.
But let me tell you, I know I've been trying to hold this in, but I want to talk about how in this patriarchal society, how we are being blamed, but it's like everything was built by you all. So how can we be to blame? We just simply played a part in it. You know what I mean? Like I don't really get that. It really bothers me that it's like when the chips are down, what am I trying to say? When the chips are down, we got blamed for simply making the best decision for the situation.
Now, break that down. What are you saying?
Okay, so every system that was created was like I said, we're in a patriarchal society, so men. It was created by men. Everything that involves here in America, you know what I mean? It was made for men to succeed. You know what I mean? Even us, because we can take it even back to slavery.
This is a man's world. James Brown did tell you that.
I'm just saying though, and it's like as soon as stuff start going bad, we start being blamed for single parenting and you should have chose this, that, and the third. But let me say this: when society was being ran by women, because they don't talk about none of that in history, we did not abuse our men. I'm just saying, it was all about nurturing the community. It was more family orientated things going on. We actually came to the precipice of everything in math and technology, everything when women were running things. Okay, now I'm not blaming y'all, but I don't feel like y'all should blame us either. I feel like we all had a part to play in it, but as women, we only did what was best for the situation. We did what we had to do. They speak upon, there was a...
Welcome to Real Life Topics, Malachi. Hey, we miss you. Right, we miss you, Malachi. All right.
Get some intelligence, you know what I'm saying, on this thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He came in right on time, too.
Yes, he did. Because we talking about what the importance. We need that. What's good, Mr. Limskin?
But, like I said, I think we've all had a part to play. A lot of people always talk about the system. There are a lot of things, I feel like stereotypical things that are brought up when we speak upon men and women. You know what I mean? I feel like there is a difference between what is talked about in society as a whole and what we are really experiencing as a people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't ask to be single mothers. all we did was love the men that we had in our lives. You know what I mean? What was in our the radius of our communities, which was what we were supposed to do. We can't help that things were bred into you all like it is right now, like we're being programmed right now today. We just did the best that we could, and I feel, and I know I'm not gonna. I keep saying feel like women have been blamed for a lot of things.
Yeah, and men get blamed as well to a certain extent. It ain't just. I think it's 50-50 in my opinion. It's fugazi on both ends.
That's why I said we all had a part to play in it.
Yeah.
But it's like when things go wrong, oh, your mama you did this and you did that. No, I mean, it was a trickle down effect from things that we could not help as a whole in the society.
Yeah.
There were a lot of stumbling blocks placed before us.
And men not being men anymore either. I'm just
listen, but
in that position that the definition of a man is not.
But why? Why?
It's unfortunate.
Because listen, we did not create this. Women did not create this. This is all I'm saying. We did not create the school system. We didn't create the prison system. We did not create the governmental. We didn't create any of these systems. This is a patriarchal society. That means the men created everything that we have going on right now. We just had to play a part in it.
Yeah.
Even to a certain extent, we had to fight for the right to even be treated as human beings. That's the only reason women decided to go outside of the household, because you weren't being treated as a human being.
Mm-mm.
A lot of women were in marriages and they suffered. They put up with a lot of things just to be taken care of, just to save, to keep the family together.
Yeah, like most of us do nowadays, and most of us have done, because I've definitely done it 20 whole years trying to keep the family together.
My grandma, 86 years old, and she talked about how things have been played out because certain some men, I'm not gonna talk, not all, because all marriages and things didn't end up this way, because some of them did work out, and you got men and women who've been together 50, 60 years. But the one thing that I heard, women didn't leave.
No, they did.
But look at what they were being.
Malachi said, but we need y'all to make it work, though.
How? What do you give us to work with? Because it's like, as women, we are treated as the second part. We're equal. Though we may have differences in each other, men and women we equal. Yeah, you have the strength, I have the brain. You feel me? I'm an emotional being, but it's like a lock and a key. You know what I'm saying? In order to open up the lock is locked, and yes, the lock is what's keeping the house and keeping us safe in the house. But in order to unlock that, you need a key. It's the feminine. It's the masculine and the feminine aspect of things. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. I need y'all to be a guest. He needs to be a guest on y'all show. What this main topic?
Yes,
you are the man's backbone,
and that is fine. But you got to treat me that way. Don't tell me I'm not. You understand what I'm saying? I don't mind being your backbone, but I need to be acknowledged as that.
Yeah.
Because, like in the Bible, they say she was taken from his rib, not his foot, not for her to be trampled upon and treated less than because she is a woman. Just like you say, right now in today's society, women are still it's not a 50-50 thing, because women still have to work, but we still supposed to come home, take care of the kids, cook, wipe, clean, this, that, and the third. You understand what I'm saying? How is that possible?
And get in the bed with you.
How is why?
You gotta give up that twat too.
But
and cook it clean. Yeah. And you got to bend over at the end. I'm just saying, y'all.
Everyone has a role. Everyone has a role, but in today's society, it's hard to play that role in that way. It has to be we need to pick up what somebody else is lacking. It just needs to be that. We need to pick the patch here, I put the patch here, whatever works for y'all. We want so bad to live societal standard of what marriage should be. But what works for y'all? If it works for y'all, let it work for y'all.
Mm-hmm. Because I think it's programmed to work for them anyway, for the man anyway. It's many reasons why things are the way that they are. It's not just man or woman. Bottom line,
yeah,
evil.
Yeah, it is fact. That's why I say, but we have been programmed. People look at life and say it's supposed to be this way, but that's not true. You got to do what works for you.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to create your own path as a man and a woman if it works for you.
I think the world was set up just for the man to run everything and the man to be it's set up for that anyway. It's set up for the woman to be the bottom and the man to be the top.
But it's not. It shouldn't be a bottom and the top. We side by side. That's why it's easy for somebody to come in your household and break that bond, because it's a top and a bottom, not a side by side.
Yep.
It shouldn't be. I shouldn't look at you and feel like you're less than, or you have no, baby.
Well, you have to be submissive. That's your that's the role that you have to play.
What is submissive? Because it also tells men to be submissive to their wives as well. It's not just one side. We have to be submissive to each other and understand each other's needs, wants, and desires, and play into that. Like I say, become one, become a unit, unite. Like the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. They was all different people. But when Megatron came into play, all of them got in that one machine and they all worked together to battle.
It starts with God, then the man, then the woman, then the kids.
Okay, we understand all that. We understand all of that. But even with that being said, okay, we have a friend who was married to a pastor. Okay? Man, God, all that, and in the order, what it was supposed to be, and she still got abused and trampled upon.
Yeah.
Y'all, it's like it's this fairy tale way. It's this fairy tale way of thinking and being, but the reality that we live and what we talk about is two different things. And if like I said, it's not for everybody, you know what I mean? But if, as a woman, okay, you have children, you have girl children, right? You married, you did everything you were supposed to do, but this marriage still wound up being somebody being abusive, somebody taking advantage of you because they felt like they were the breadwinner and what they say go, and you know, and they may not even make the best decisions, because it also has to be some kind of reasoning. Your woman is your wisdom in some way, shape, form, or fashion. It's a working together. Yes, you have the last say so in it to a certain extent because you are the man. So, but at the end of the day, your woman is not less than you. Her opinion matters just as much as yours. You are just the strength in it. Just like any foundation. A house, you have a house, but it's also built upon a firm foundation. You can't put bits and pieces here and listen to this and listen to that. The foundation has to be strong within each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. People say things, but it's like what we say in the reality. Right. But it's like the reality and what we talk about is two different things.
You're right. That's why it has to be order.
Yeah. What we talk about and the reality that we live is two different things. We can say, but actions speak louder than words. And people say things and they act differently.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Sure do.
They say a lot, but then they act different.
But yes, guys, we Malachi, I know you at work. One day you do have to join the broadcast, and so many others need to join as well. So we're gonna start having, like, truly have guests, scheduled guests on here to just join our conversation, other than just the comments, which we truly appreciate the comments as well. But if anybody have any topics, we truly would appreciate that as well. And to join. Like I said, Real Life Topics goes live every Thursday. 7-ish, 8-ish. We go live every Thursday. We're gonna get right to be at 7 p.m. Central Time. Now, sometimes we're late, sometimes we aren't, but our good is gonna overweigh the bad, and we're gonna make sure that we definitely start being on time at 7 o'clock.
You gotta crawl before you walk. Nobody is perfect.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that we must understand about people. We put too much pressure upon ourselves to be this perfect picture.
Bless you. Oh, that's a cough or a bless? It's a sneeze. Oh, okay.
No, I got allergies. It's allergy season. It's the first day of spring. Yeah, first day of spring. But either way, we must come together to make the vision whole. Without you, there is no us, to a certain extent. This is our vision, and we ask all of you all to be a part of making history, if we can. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
We want to put our mark, and we want y'all to help us make the mark. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because we definitely need some more history made and making. Our history books are getting a little short now. We need to begin to fill it back up.
But we got history. We need to talk about our story.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got history, but what is our story?
Yeah.
We need to.
Are we making a
expose them
history
more.
book? Are we making that history book? We want to build that history book so that our kids, and my Kanye West voice, kids. Y'all don't know about that song. Nevertheless, so that they can have our history that we made. Real Life Topics definitely want to be on the map, is going to be on the map and made for history. For real.
Yeah, we need to expose. All of us need to be exposed more to the truth.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fake, fraudulent information going on around here. It's a lot of industry plants. It's a lot of social media plants. It's a lot of fake news, propaganda put out here in order to be able to sway us and our thinking, and the way that we live and the way that we raise our children. But the reality is, like I say, what we talk about and what we're really, the reality of what we live in is two separate things. And we're here to speak upon the reality of things, not about what's putting out there in order to sway our minds like it has been so long. We have the truth. We have technology at our fingertips, and we need to use it as a tool for the truth to do better and be better and be greater towards each other.
Yeah.
This is the year of us uniting and actually being together as a whole, as a people. Like I said, I speak upon these things not because I hate men, because I love my men. Don't get me wrong, but it's a reality that I feel like a lot of us been living in the delusion, the illusion, the matrix.
Yeah, very delusional, very, very delusional. And it's like, are you really delusional, or is we really just messed up mentally that we so used to doing these certain things or operating in these certain type of ways that we think it's cool?
Yeah, but it's self-sabotage.
It's self-sabotage. It's just ridiculous. It's self-sabotage.
And the mind, okay, once you take the man, the body gonna follow, okay? once you take the man, the body gonna follow. So we need to build this muscle. We need to work on our within in order so we can show without.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We need to build everybody worried about the clothes now. Okay? You worried about spending money? No, it ain't about the money. It's about this muscle. Let's build this muscle. Let's build this mind up so that we can vibrate high enough and to be able to make the change that we want to see. We need to be the change that we want.
Yeah. Lead by example is what you call it. We have to lead by example. That's for sure. And that comes to with our, and that's one of the main issues when it comes to with our children. We not leading by example, and then we turn it around and wondering why this new generation all messed
but it's
up.
Those two, it's not just the kids. Because if you as an adult, you change your way of thinking and your way of even the way you respond to a person. Well, sometimes somebody could just be having a bad day, and if you respond to them in kindness, you get kindness back. And even if you don't, then you did your part. Don't match the energy. They give you negativity, you give them negativity back. Now you got to brawl outside because we didn't like. It is so much fighting. I've never seen women fight so much in my life.
Mm-hmm. Women and men versus women, the husband and versus wife, or just the blame game, pointing the finger, baby daddy, baby mama. It's ridiculous nowadays.
We have no grace. I was just looking at my grandfather's wardrobe and my grandmother's wardrobe and the way they dressed and the way they presented themselves back then. They had so much pride and valor and grace. And
gym shoes was only worn to actually literally go outside to play. Like, wasn't no gym shoes. We wearing gym shoes with suits and stuff now, but it still look good. But
it should be a balance in that, though. You shouldn't have all your ass out, but you shouldn't always have to wear dress shoes all the time. We should have a happy balance.
Yeah,
our life is about balance, coming to that middle space to where we're walking with grace, but we're also comfortable in our skin and understanding who we are.
Yeah,
a lot of us hate ourselves so much because we've been taught to do that.
Yeah,
we hate each other. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It starts with the inside, and then with whatever going on in the inside, depression or whatever, you don't even realize you bringing it out, and you bringing that same hateration or that same energy towards another person because you going through something within the inside. It's crazy.
But that's why I have no tolerance for bullshit. I'm sorry, but no, for real, because we as adults, we put so much pressure on each other, but we don't take the time to, like you say, have accountability within ourselves and looking at ourselves. So it's like, for me, I say no tolerance for BS, but at the end of the day, it's just me really addressing the issue right then and there. Address that thing when it happens. Waiting for it. It stews, it boils over, it don't get talked about. You push it to the side, you sweep it under the rug. No. If I do something to offend you, tell me right when I offend you. And you don't have to be mean about it. Even if it's something that bothers you, tell me right then and there. Don't go around and talk about behind my back to other people and bring it up, because if I don't know, then how can I fix it?
Yeah, and that's another thing we need to start doing too. If you do not know, because some people not even aware that they might be manipulating or they full of shit. Sometimes you have to make people aware that, hey, because you might not even know you're doing it because you're so used to doing it. But you need to be aware that, hey, this is not the operations of life. This is not the way to go. You're full of it. It's like you're being revealed.
Or it could just be simply something that you don't like. It doesn't have to be anything that I did maliciously to you, because everybody is different. If I did something to offend you and I didn't mean that, I apologize for offending you.
You have to talk it out, and it's communication, because a lot of people don't have good communication skills. It's all about communication as well. You just make a person aware, or tell that person. Like I said, most people just walk around with rocks in their jaws and get to talking and doing the most.
Yeah, but all you gotta do is talk about it. This all could have been avoided had we just sat down and had an adult conversation.
Yeah.
Because like I said, it may not be something that's out the way. It may just be something that you did that I don't like, and we're getting to know each other. Tell me about it, so that way we can be cordial and move on from it. Not so we're holding animosity and it's just this. It's so thick in the air that you can cut it with a knife because you don't want to be around me and on something petty.
Yeah, because a lot of people are just extra and petty with it, and it might not be, and you have to respect that as well, because it might not be petty to you.
It may not be. That's what I'm saying.
That could be a pet peeve of yours. But make people aware.
Tell me what I'm doing wrong so that we can go right.
Communication is key. Communication is key. And we as adults, we have to have communication.
We do not have good conflict resolution skills.
No, we do not.
And like I said, address that thing right there. That do not sit and stew on it and talk about it. And because if my thing is, if you could talk about it to somebody else, you could have had that same conversation with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like you said, it may not be something petty. It may be something that's near and dear to your heart. I have friends.
Pet peeve. Pet peeve. It's a pet peeve of yours. You got to respect that.
I joke a lot, okay? Especially back in the day, not as much as I used to. I'm a little bit more stoic than I used to be, but I used to joke a lot. I'm talking about crack jokes and stuff, but that's just kind of my spirit. I like to laugh, smile.
I love to laugh.
And my friend, I used to do the dozens, in Chicago. That's what when we was young, we used to talk about people. When it's all in fun, but I went to another state and I tried to take that same energy somewhere else, and my friend pulled me to the side and was like, "Girl, I don't like that. No, please don't." It hurt my feelings. I don't like what you said about me. I didn't.
You meant well.
I promise you I did. I just was laughing, but she like, girl, I really feel some type of way about what you said to me. And guess what I did? That's a friend, because I really care. I care. And I didn't mean to hurt her feelings. I apologize, and I never did that again. But she let me know that right then and there and pulled me to the side.
Like, hey, I'm offended. I don't like
me
that.
Off in front of other people. She didn't make no scene about it. She waited and said, "Hey, Frank, let me come talk to you." And we went and moved on. One of my best friends right now, still to this day. Okay? Still to this day, because
she ain't like that jokes and stuff. Yeah.
And I was like, okay, you right. I apologize. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I will never do that again, because I care about her feelings. We went about it in the right way as adults. She didn't go behind my back and tell such and such to so and so. She didn't try to front me off and cuss me out and say, "Hey, you know what I mean?" She handled the situation in a mature manner so that we could move forward in a way where everybody is okay. Because like I said, it may not even be somebody you friends with. It just could be somebody, you know what I mean? Just so y'all could be cordial. Just to be cordial, because you may not even like the person. It's okay. Everybody ain't everybody cup of tea. That is fine.
Yeah. Different strokes for different folks.
It's okay. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we have to do better. When you know better, you do better. And I understand that it's easier said than done. Yeah. But sometimes you have to reprogram yourself. Sometimes you have to take steps in the right direction in order for everybody. You know what I mean? It's not just about you sometimes. Sometimes it's about everybody around you. You know what I'm saying? It could be a piece to a puzzle, and I got my piece and I got my piece, but I don't want my piece to be next to hers. But in order for us to work together, we both got to put our puzzle piece down. Yeah. Let's just put the puzzle piece down. Let's be cordial. Let's move on. So that way we can all grow, because it's beneficial to all of us.
Exactly.
And it is what it is.
It's
The
just
vision.
certain things shouldn't be done, or some people just so petty nowadays. It's ridiculous. It's
Like you said,
ridiculous.
it may be petty to you or
Yeah.
us, and they may really, and it's okay.
And that might be a pet peeve of yours. And it's in respect,
Yes.
but communicate.
You have to
Communicate.
That's the key.
Communicate.
Communication
That's all.
is the key.
Just communicate, and that shall set you free.
Because you don't even know. After that one incident, you may have the best of friends. You may be best friends with that person after that point, but you didn't have so much animosity. You never got the chance. You never gave the person the chance.
You didn't give a person a chance because you most likely didn't want to give them a chance in the first place.
Yeah, but it's okay. That's okay. Even if you didn't, okay? At least you did it.
Some people they don't want to be bothered in the first place and got to come up with something that was I ain't like that no way anyway. I ain't like you in the first place, but now you done made this move. I really don't like you.
I mean, but like I said, because you don't have to be everybody's cup of tea.
No, you don't.
I don't expect for everybody to like me.
Well, that's not gonna happen. Everybody ain't here to like you.
Listen, my friend, I used to work at a gas station. I have so many examples. I have a friend that I'm very, very close with right now. I need to go check on my baby too. I have a friend that I am very close with right now. When I started working at this place, one of the other coworkers didn't like me, and she told me, she said, "Look, Carlisha, I understand why the girl feel the way about you." She said, "Because you have a very strong personality, and everybody can't take that."
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't get mad about it. I still was cordial with the girl. I wasn't mean towards the girl. I maneuvered around her in a way where we all could work together in a sound environment. So you know what I'm saying, I can still be friends with my friend, but also operate with her to where I'm not hurting her feelings or making her feel no kind of way. Because that is never my motive, to make nobody feel no kind of. I don't never want you to just be uncomfortable around me when you're around me, because that's just not how I operate. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, co-worker. Sometimes you have to be in an environment with somebody you may not want to be, but if this is what's going to make us better and this is what we got to do to get this money, or operate in a way where everybody is going to work for, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. It just is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't expect for everybody like me. I'm okay with that. I know I have a strong personality. I know I'm a very blunt person. I know I'm real. Everybody don't like real. Everybody ain't real. It is what it is. Some people are a little bit more sensitive. Some people feelings get hurt easy. Some people have insecurities about themselves. It could be an array of things. But I don't want to be the center of why things went the way that they went.
Yeah. Communication is key. And just saying, and as an adult, just make people aware, that if you got an issue with them and stuff, the walking around talking and stuff, it's just so immature and so not like what adults do.
Yeah, no, it's immature. It's an immature way of being.
But nevertheless, we're going to go ahead and end real life topics. But I also just want to end real life topics with, once again, shouting out the Gatekeepers Takeover. March 22nd, it is going down. It is going to be so many people, great people in the building, great talent in the building. Real life topics is going to be in the building. Chicago Vibes Podcast is going to be in the building. Mystic Success Media is gonna be in the building. Be Central.
I was gonna say, Shout, you took the man, you said it right on my head. Shout
out to Be Central.
That's right.
One of the #1 top rappers that's out. Is gonna be epic. You gotta see these performances. If anybody is in New Haven, Indiana, please attend the Gatekeepers Takeover, because it's gonna be one of the #1 showcases thus far.
Support. We ask for your support. If you have anything that you would like for us to support you on, we're more than willing to do that. In the midst of us networking, we have come across so many beautiful people. You will see a lot of them. We have interviews coming up with them, because we want to be able to help them make their stamp and in the world as well. We thank you guys. We love you so much. Okay?
Please hit up Real Life Topics Podcast. We go live once a week, predominantly Thursdays. 7-ish, 8-ish. Welcome to Real Life Topics, Miss Clay. Please check Real Life Topics out every week. And we on our way to the top. Growth and development is here for us. We love you guys, love and support. Happy Thursday to you guys. Once again, if anybody is in the New Haven, Indiana area, the Gatekeepers Takeover, March 22nd is coming up. Also, we do have the Juneteenth Family and Friends celebration coming up. Cousin, Miss Clay, got 2 months.
Mr. Success gonna DJ.
Mr. Success Media is the DJ.
That's right.
And baby, you
Follow
don't
me.
want to miss the Juneteenth celebration.
Follow me.
Family and friends.
Follow me.
In June. I
Follow
believe
me.
it's going to be like June 14th, but we ain't came up with the day yet. We'll come up with the day April 1st because we got to come up with our committee. Maybe you might want to join that too, cuz. We got the committee. We got things to do. Now, who going to do this? Who going to do that? Who got the bouncy house? Who got the DJ? Who got the games? We would love for you to join, cuz. Hopefully you can come on out. It could be a part of your trip to do other things as well in Chicago. Nevertheless, thank you for tuning in to Real Life Topics. Thursday nights. We'll see you guys next Thursday for that topic. And just remember, genuine unity, communication is the key. Let's support one another. Let's not hate and bring one another down. Let's lift each other up to the Most High. God is love. It's nowhere around living your life without no love in your heart, without no love in your mind, body, and soul. Thank you for tuning in Real Life Topics Podcast. Have a good evening, guys.
Good evening.